Thank you. And thank you, Emmanuel, for all your efforts. Hope I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And thanks for inviting again. And today, uh, the world is completely moving to generative AI. So first of all, we should know what is the AI and what is that opportunities are there available in the business world. So I just want to know, I just want to convey the message what the world is completely moving towards to generative AI. So if you actually, I just want to share my screen. Emmanuel, shall I share the screen?
Yes, let's go ahead.
Yeah, just 2 minutes. Okay. Hope I am visible in the screen, right?
Yes, this is visible.
Okay, good. Okay. Sorry, just
இல்ல இப்போ ஒன்று ஒர்க் ஆகுதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ப்ராஜெக்டுக்காக இதுக்குமான்னு யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்கு நான் பார்த்துட்டு சொல்றேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னேன். அதுதான்
so there is a one more thing we can. Yeah. Okay. Hope you can see the screen, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I just want to know, I want to give some small kind of the video presentation, which is including the generative AI also, a video presentation itself. So my name is Raj Kumar. I am faculty for the decade in SRM Institute of the Technology, India. So first of all, we'll go for what is the generative AI. So generative AI is a kind of AI which we can generate from our own algorithms. So it's a father of the generative AI is the extendable AI. I mean, it's called also we call as explainable AI. So we can normally the AI is working with the training data, machine learning process, and explainable model, then explainable interface. For example, if the AI is giving some results, then we can do the re-engineering. So how it can be happen, whether we can how to understand it and how it can be sustainable, and how the the AI model is working. So we can do the reverse engineering. So that's called we called as a explainable AI. So normally, the AI is working this kind of the process. One is the training data and machine learning and learning function, and then finally the decision can be happen. But in in explainable AI, we can have instead of the machine learning process, we have a new kind of the machine learning process, which instead of the learning function, we can have explainable model, then we can have an explainable interface. So the task is to understand. Normally in our human, we used to understand the things how actually we can understand and why it is needed and what for. Normally we can have a 6 kind of the whys. Okay, the same kind of the perspective we are training for the AI also. So that is the absolutely for the explainable AI also. Okay. And yes, so normally the generative AI is the the next version of the explainable AI, which the generation of the data for algorithmic training and realistic film dubbing also is possible for the quality restoration of the old media and other kind of the industries. Normally the before the generative AI, we use kind of the traditional way of approach from the algorithm, and then we can give the data training, and finally we can have some kind of the results. But generative AI, it works with we have a multiple clusters of the data, and from the data we will tell them this kind of the model can be generated, and the AI itself will be thinking, and then it will be delivering it, comparing with the results, and then it will deliver it. Okay, so a very good example is now with ChatGPT. It is the kind of the generative AI platform. Now all the people are almost working for it. So that, especially in the business domain, generative AI can be working in task automation, which the man, whomever, I mean, wherever the task can be done, not much intelligence. So there we can use the generative AI actually, and it can be save the cost, enhancing the decision making, and effortless of the content improvement and fast content repurposing. So these are the advantages of the generative AI normally. And so normally from the AI to generative AI, we can optimize it. We can optimize it, but optimization also can be done by the using generative AI. So not, I mean, normally AI, we have to optimize manually, but a generative AI, it will optimize itself, and then it can do the good results, and it will actually guide us for to do the better results. So one of the book called Matthew D. White. So he is actually quotes about the generative AI for business. So meanwhile, if you have any doubts or anything, whether my slide is visible or not, please let me know. Manuel, okay with the slides, right? Manuel, okay. Shall I go away? So the Gartner prediction is just, yeah. Manuel, is it slide is visible, right?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. So the Gartner prediction about it, just 1 week ago, yeah, prediction has happened from the Gartner, how the generative AI use cases by the industry, especially in material science and synthetic data and generative design model, which is completely used by the automotive and vehicle and manufacturing industry, and architecture and engineering and energy and utilities, and electric product manufacturing and the paramedical industry. So normally the AI can be developed only through the machine learning thing, but generative AI by the multiple machine learning, and then we can able to do it. Okay, so that means beyond the AI, we can generate the equal kind of the IQ of the man, but not with all the parameters, only with that kind of the task. And normally in the prediction about the generative AI, now we have a GPT-4 and all the just, I mean, this is a scale of the human performance. You can see that most of the AI is about to perform equal to the human performance, and some of the AI models is going beyond the human performance in particular task. And this is the Accenture technology mission for 2023. So they predicted that in a digital identity, and also, and believe generative AI will be the use case for the another 5 years. So 95% of the marketing, I mean, complete products development, from the design to optimization, everything comes from the generative AI. So this is the overall structure of the generative AI. That means it will start with the collection of data and generate the research from the model, and generative insights and generative automation and generative innovation, and finally generative decisions. And finally, I mean, it will AI enable the language working, knowledge working model, which is also consider the human safety, ethics, as well as the compliances from the human perspective. And finally, we can have the strategic work, which is pursuing a new markets, enhancing a new products and services. And see, these are the verticals are there. I just want to convey one small thing. I'm just keep on talking about the technical thing, but user, as a user, what is the actually benefits actually we are getting it. A movie can be made without actors. A music can be made without a musician. Dance can be recorded without any, I mean, dance choreographer, and yoga can be performed even without yoga master. So these are the things already pre-trained, and then According to user, it will be customized, and then it will deliver the products. Whatever the services, when not only the product, whatever the services we wanted, according to the user. That's what we call industry 5.0 also. 5.0 is completely for the um, large customization. So that's for the industry 5.0. Now actually we are approaching it. For that, generative AI is working for the future of work. And these are the verticals, starting from text, whichever we are using for the ChatGPT, and Bird, which is used by the Microsoft, and code can be developed by the code generation, code documentation, and a small. See, for example, nowadays we don't want to mug up the code. We don't want to memorize the code. If you give a text format in English or whatever the language you want to give it, that will convert into the code. So that is the beauty of the generative AI. For coders, it is very much useful. For the image, see, for an image, yesterday, and I have seen one of the advertisement. It's a matrimonial advertisement. One of the girl is there in that ad, but the girl is not a true person. So it is the generated by the generative AI, and instead of them hiring the model and taking the photos, and with the light and efforts, at least they have to spend at least maybe $200. But generative AI can make this photo within $1. So that makes sense. Probably, I mean, I like that photo. So that means it will go for the next kind of the evaluation. And voice synthesis. Yeah, now my voice is there. If generative AI hears my voice, and after 5 minutes, it will automatically speak whatever the text I am giving, it will deliver my own voice. And video editing, yes, from the 2D to 3D, it will convert into the video editing. So whatever it will edit whichever we like it. See, for example, if you are giving some of the editable videos to it, and it will learn from it, and it will give the output as whichever in editable form. And 3D models for the cars, design supercar or whatever the cars, if the design can be, the designer will be always working with some inspiration from the nature. But if we give the two things, for example, if you are giving let's say for the eagle and one car, and yes, generative model will be mixing the eagle design into the car, and then it will give us a very good 3D model. So then that company can be recognized, and then, I mean, if they want to manufacture that kind of the car also possible. And gaming, yes, gaming is a very, very, very tough job to make a game to be played. I mean, for a game developer. See, since I am teaching a game development, so for the making an audio, video, and also mixing with the audio with that and scenario, and there are a lot of 3D models we have to embed it into that. But here, if a generative AI comes, if we are giving the scenario, for example, a person goes to the window and he's close the window and then come back, then the generative AI will create the scenario in the 3D, and then it will give for the game application. So like OpenAI GPT and DeepMind, these are the Facebook OPT also nowadays is there, and IBM is also going for launching with their own text generation platform. So these are the completes. I'm just planning for for the next 5 years, not next 5, next 7 years. So first of all, we started with the small mail spam detection, which is completely with the AI. And I mean, after that, we just going with the 2020, which is a one-line auto code applications. And 2020, we can having a copyright first documents, which is the document can be generated without any plagiarism. And 2022, we have a long forms with this kind of the that will suggest us to do what are the changes as per the grammar. And we can have parallelly art, logos, and photography can be generated. And even for the we have attempted 2022 video, 3D, and games. 2023, this year is we have a enormous applications are using a generative AI. By verticals, we have a text application, we have a code, we have image, video, 3D, and music. Especially nowadays, the music industry is completely going beyond that expectation. Whatever the music you want to give, whatever the poem you want to generate, it will generate and then it will compose the music and only giving it to it. See, the normally, yeah, it is maybe the copyright issue or whatever the thing is will be there, but the thing is, it is the creation of the human. I mean, because generative AI is also one of the algorithm, so it is the actually man-made thing only. So that's their actual, creativity. So that's what nowadays generative AI, it should go for the business next level. So my one of my student is doing an internship. She is doing internship in a company called Neurolinks. So they are doing some kind of the model which is by using a brainwave, then how to make a brainwave to the text interface, and from the text to how to make a scenario for it. So if I just imagine something, then that type kind of imagination will be generated. Maybe in 2030. Yeah, that makes sense. So, and also, yeah, nowadays we use ChatGPT for simple mail applications, and Drafter and AI robotics. Robolax is the one of the video gaming platform that will be completely personalized as per our requirement. So these are the unicorns started, and then they are well doing with all those things, which is the OpenAI. We know that Grammarly. We know that that's a unicorns of the generative AI. And 2020, ADA is one of the generative AI. And 2022, we have Clean and OpenAI. We have a lot of ChatGPT, and 2023 is the very good year for generative AI. And these are the other unicorns from the. I don't want to make it a country wise. It's a worldwide. These are the unicorns: text, image, audio, code, chatbots, and all those things we are having it. Especially the chatbot. Yeah, small children can make the chatbot nowadays. So he or she can give the scenario, and based on that, the chatbot can be made. And video platform, if we give the scenario, and the video can be generated. And the machine learning platforms also there. If you give the scenario about the machine learning, not only the machine learning, even or offline machine learning also can be possible. We can make a small kind of application which we can make it for only for the offline usage by using embedded systems. That's also possible. And search engines, gaming, and data. So I just want to make a conclusion. We can create a new world, new evolution by the generative AI. So I just want to conclude here, and I'm expecting more and more questions from you so that I'm ready to. I mean, I try to answer of it. Okay.